much, Bhumi. Thank you for the lovely introduction. Hello, everyone, and happy Independence Day to all of you. Thanks to Bhumi for organizing this session and having me as a part of this group, because it's really exciting to be with all the beautiful minds over here. Rujita sends her love and regards to all of you. All right.
That's lovely. Our love and regards to Rujuda, and she's doing an excellent, exceptionally amazing job. I mean, our nation is redefining how we look at health, right? How we look at our diet. And once again, we all are proud of local things. It's the credit goes to Rujuda Divekar and you guys. I mean, the team.
Thank you so much, Bhumi. Right. So I'm here to be talking about health and building health at home. Health is wealth is something that we all know, and this fact has been further revalidated during this whole pandemic situation when we are just at home. Health is like a skill. We are all born with it, but if we don't hone it, if we do not look after it, then we will lose it. It needs consistent daily effort and discipline to build and nurture health. So how do we build health? Through good habits. Good habits related to food, related to exercise, related to lifestyle. Good habits helps build good health, and good health gives rise to a beautiful mind. So today, I'm going to be telling you about 5 good habits that you all can adopt while working from home, while staying at home. But before I get on to the good habits, let's understand how to measure health. So health is not measured on the weighing scale. No, weighing scale is not the way. The right way to measure health is through understanding internal fitness. Through fitness parameters like how are your energy levels through the day? How well do you sleep at night? Do you get any acidity, bloating, constipation? Do you get any sweet craving post meals? How compliant are you towards your exercise? And how pain-free or how good, how smooth are your periods in case of women? Why not weight? Because weight doesn't tell us anything about what's going on inside our body. It doesn't tell us anything about all of these fitness parameters. It doesn't take into account the daily challenges that we face while we are working at home. It doesn't take into account the energy levels that we have or the lack of them when we are trying to do our household work. It doesn't take into account how good or bad our exercise session was today, how we are feeling. Are we feeling happy? Are we feeling low? It doesn't take into account any of these things. All that a weighing machine does is it flashes a number, and we tend to directly correlate that number to our body fat. So we must understand that body weight is not an indicator of fatness or fitness. Know that if you are progressing in all of these fitness parameters, you are building health. And it is only by building health will we be able to lose fat. So here are 5 habits that you all can adopt at home to build health. The first habit is to start your day with something to eat. It could be anything. It could be a fresh fruit. It could be dry fruits. It could be a handful of nuts. But basically, starting your day with something to eat will give you that energy boost to start your day. In fact, it will help kickstart the whole fat burning process, and it will help you stay active through the day. Also, please don't start your day with a chai or a coffee, because these are stimulants, and what they do is they jolt your body out of slumber, which is not a good thing. The same thing goes for stuff like green tea, black tea, apple cider vinegar, hot water with ginger, lemon, honey. Please don't start your day with all of these things. eat something, and after that, you're free to enjoy your chai, coffee, or your beverage. For people who struggle with constipation, banana would be a good way to start your day with. For people who struggle with diabetes or thyroid, the best way to start your day is overnight soaked raisins. And for people who struggle with things like bloating, acidity, PCOD, or period problems, the good way to start is with overnight soaked raisins and kesar. So that's habit number 1. Habit number 2 is avoid having long gaps between meals. So plan for a mid-meal between your breakfast and your lunch, and plan one mid-meal between your lunch and your dinner. So how is this going to help is these mid-meals will allow your body to, have a constant supply of energy and nutrients. It will give a constant supply of fuel to your brain so that you stay active and energetic and alert through the day. When you have a well-fueled brain, you also work at your optimum efficiency, even when you're working from home. So that's about, the mid-meals. For the mid-meal between your breakfast and lunch, you could do a fresh fruit. You could do sharbats like kokum sharbat, nimbu sharbat, variali sharbat. You could do coconut water, you could do chas, many such options. For your mid-meal between lunch and dinner, now this is a very important meal. So plan for this meal in the window of 4 to 6 p.m. and plan to eat something wholesome. So examples like roti ghee god, you could have snacks like chivra, chakli, makhane. You could even do a homemade laddu. You could do a sandwich. You can even repeat your breakfast. So like poha, upma, sabudana, etc., etc. But this meal is very important because generally at this time of the day, we are most hungry. And if we don't plan for this meal well, we will invariably end up eating something junk. So plan for this meal in advance and plan something wholesome like the options I mentioned above. Something wholesome at this time is that it prevents you from having a heavy dinner. And when you have a light dinner, you can have a good sleep, a good quality sleep. So that was habit number 2, avoid long meal gaps between your meals. Habit number 3 is have your dinner approximately 3 hours before your bedtime. So what this does is it allows the food to get digested properly so that you can stay light and you can have a good quality sleep. A good ideal time to have your dinner is about 7 to 8 p.m. and preferably go for something rice-based. So like a khichdi, pulao, dal rice, curd rice, sambar rice, based on the culture that you belong to. But preferably a rice-based dinner. Why? Because rice is easy to digest and also it helps improve sleep quality so that you wake up in the morning feeling fresh and you have a good, bowel clearance. So that was habit number 3, have your dinner approximately 3 hours before your bedtime. Habit number 4 is about exercise and staying active. We all know that exercise is important. In fact, it is the key to staying fit. It is the key to burning fat in an accelerated manner, and it helps in boosting immunity. But how do we make it a regular part of our routine? So plan 150 minutes of exercise in a week. That's all that we need. For now, what you can do is refer to all the videos that Rujita has posted on her social media. So she's put up exercise videos as a part of the Head Start project. You can even refer to the Yoga at Home series. It will give you all the exercises and the yoga asanas that you can practice at home on your own. So exercise. Along with exercise, staying active is also very important because So staying active will ensure that you are in a state of constant fat burning even when you're not exercising. And a good way to stay active is for every 30 minutes of sitting, stand, stretch, or walk for 3 minutes. For people who have long working hours and who have to be on their desk for long hours, what you can do is practice stretching on the chair. In fact, Rujita has released a video regarding that also. You can just look up her Facebook page or even find it on YouTube. Another way to stay active is that you can pick up one household chore every day. It could be anything, like cleaning up your room, like organizing your cupboard, like rearranging your work desk, anything. But this will ensure that you stay active. It'll help you stay active, and it will also help you make good use of your free time. So that was point number 4, make exercise a regular part of your routine. Plan for 150 minutes of exercise and work at staying active through the day. The last habit is about sleep. So develop a fixed sleep routine. Keep your wake up time and your bedtime fixed, and keep it as close to your original wake up time and bedtime or the lockdown. So keeping a fixed wake up time and bedtime will allow you to have a fixed routine. It will in fact also help you stay disciplined with your exercise and your meal timings. Let your bedtime not be later than 11 o'clock. So just to recap all my 5 pointers, is that don't start your day with tea or coffee. In fact, start your day with something to eat. The second one, do not keep long gaps between meals, include mid meals in between. The third one being have your dinner about 3 hours before the bedtime. Fourth one is plan for 150 minutes of exercise a week and work at staying active through the day. And the last one is develop a fixed wake up time, bedtime. Other than this, Rujita has also released a special book during the lockdown called 5 Ways to Stay Healthy While You Work From Home. You can refer to that. You can also refer to all the videos and the posts that she has released during, during the lockdown.